In July, Turkey helped broker a landmark deal to help release tens of millions of tons of grain trapped inside Ukraine. Now, the country is a major exporter, so that blockage was contributing to the unfolding global food crisis. Ships full of Ukrainian food exports have begun sailing from the country, around 20 or so far, but millions of tons of grain still await export, and that food crisis hasn't ended. The hope, therefore, is that Thursday's talks could pave the way for an expansion of that existing agreement between Moscow and Kyiv. Meanwhile, the threat of nuclear disaster looms large over these talks. Russia seized control of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant early on in the war, though it's still operated by Ukrainian technicians. In recent days, there's been shelling near that facility, with Kyiv and Moscow trading accusations of who's to blame. Zelenskyy reiterated his call for Russia to withdraw its troops from the facility on Thursday. Now, lastly, the biggest question of all: when and how could this war end? Turkish President Erdogan is trying to strike a very delicate balancing act here. Turkey is a member of NATO and has supplied Ukraine with weapons, but it's also kept up its ties with Moscow, and it hasn't joined Western sanctions against Russia. Erdogan says this is an advantage. It makes him a powerful broker and a mediator. But the situation on the ground in Ukraine, with fierce fighting continuing on the front lines, means that any breakthrough toward peace talks or ceasefire seems unlikely for now. Rosie Burchard, SABC News, Brussels.